bubbles! It's just that this product is just mind-blowing for me. I feel so bad. So here, go back to my Chanel. Yes, indeed, as you guys saw from the thumbnail, today we're going to talk about some recent hits and misses from skincare that I've been trying out. I've been trying out a lot as per usual. Some of them were a huge hit. I was like, damn. Some of them, not so much. It was more like, oh damn, you know? Let's get started. I look like a poodle today, kind of, right? Like a really nice poodle with nice hair. Alright, first up, I have the Rovectin Clean Lotus Water Calming Toner. This is indeed their latest release and I'm super excited about it. So I already really like their Lotus Cream, but they came out with a toner version. Ooh, bubbles! Why am I just noticing that now? It contains 40% lotus water, which is self-purifying. It's way better than just regular water, to be honest. It also has glycerin, which is a total yay. Guys, glycerin is like such an understated ingredient. I need to show it some love and like create more videos. But I love glycerin in my skincare. It's such a great ingredient to hydrate your skin with. It also has butyl glycol. It also has 7 different weights of hyaluronic acid. So you bet your ass is going to be hydrating. So when it comes to the formulation of essences and toners, there's a spectrum, right? You have the really watery ones to the really viscousy ones. I like my products to have a little bit of viscosity, as you guys are aware. This definitely does. You can definitely feel a little bit of like loopiness when it comes to this toner. I'd say like 3%. It's not much, but it's enough for me. I really like formulas that give me just more than a watery texture. You know, it just needs to have that little bit of that oomph. Oh, P.S. It's unscented, it's vegan, it's 100% cruelty free. As I love the direction that Rovectin's going in. I mean, first of all, like the packaging, they made it so that you can rip off the label, and that makes it so much more easier to recycle it. Really refreshing, watery texture. It gives us that instant soothing effect. It layers well with other products, and yeah, I feel like this is kind of like that A+ student. You know, nothing can go wrong with it. Knows what she or he's doing in class. It's that kind of student. Oh, P.S. just in case you guys were wondering, this is not oily at all. It's not sticky at all. It just absorbs right in, like onto the skin. It's really pleasant. Alright guys, the next product is such a hit for me. They should make a remix of like hits with this product. That didn't make any sense at all, but it's just that big of a hit for me. It is the Wishtrend Polyphenols and Propolis 50% Ampoule. Why has no one ever told me how great the serum is? Like this serum I know has been out for a while, and I just recently got to try it out, and it just made me feel like I was living under a rock. Like what? WTF, really, WTF. Okay, let's rewind it back. So this has 50% of propolis extract, which has great, it's honestly one of my favorite ingredients. Not only does it have great antioxidant properties, and I look a little crazy and mad, so let me just compose myself there a bit. But it also has a lot of soothing, calming effects that make it a great ingredient if you have acne-prone skin. Yes, that's me right here. It also has 59% of awesome to extract, which obviously we all know by now is a very calming and soothing ingredient. It's like hitting the market like crazy in Korea. But anyways, the reason why this was such a hit for me was the formulation. I have never come across a serum with this kind of formulation. It feels like it's a very, I guess, heavy, condensed, thick type, like watery serum, if that makes sense. You know what? You know what this feels like? When you melt down sugar, you know, it gets kind of like gloopy and thick and like heavy. It kind of feels like that. And it feels really rich, but without having that emollient or creamy factor to it, which was just mind-blowing for me. I was like, hello. So yeah, it just feels like a really nice condensed watery oil, and my skin loves it. So obviously if you have oily skin, you are not going to be a fan of this. But if you do have combination skin, if you do have dehydrated skin, if you do have dry skin, normal skin, this is going to be such an asset in your skincare collection. Even as I'm trying this on my hand, like I can't really pinpoint the right term to describe it. Like it first started out like honey, but when you blend it out, it feels watery but also oily. Definitely think this is one you have to try out for yourself, but I'm in love. And also, considering how heavy this actually absorbs really well into your skin. It doesn't feel too oily. So I think even if you have perhaps oily skin, if you do have sensitive and acne prone skin, what you can do is you can just take one drop, spread it out, and just do a really light layer. I think that would also work in that way. This was such a huge hit for me. I love. The next product was also really mind-blowing, and it is the Medicube One Day Zero Pore One Day Serum. Now, I'm not too crazy about like pore products. I'm just like, okay, what ifs. But I tried this out, guys, and it worked after 2 usages. I don't know why they came out so awkwardly, but yeah. I know the brand managers there at Medicube, and one of them was like, you should try this out. It's actually good. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I did, and I was like, what? WTF? Like, this actually reduced the appearance of my pores like within 2 days. And so I was texting the brand manager. I was like, hey, like, this is really effective. And she's like, the crazy thing is she had the same exact experience. She said she also saw an improvement after just using it twice. So I was like, oh wow, have we just unlocked the secret of this Medicube product? So this serum actually has 15.2% of AHA, BHA, and PHA, which is a lot. It's a pretty high concentration, so I don't recommend it for you to use every single day. For me, twice a week is enough, and I only use it in the places where I need it to. So of course my nose, my butterfly zone, this is where I think my pores get more visible. And I also don't necessarily hydrate my skin with this because, like I say, I only put it in the places where it's needed. And if you take a look at the formula, it has a very gloopy thin that dries out, and it kind of almost has that tacky feeling to it. So what I do is at the end of the day, after I cleanse my skin, this is the first product I would put on because, you know, I want it to have the most effect, and so I layer it on first. I don't know why I said it like this, but anyways. And then I kind of wait for it to settle down, and then what I do is I just spray this all over for that hydrating and moisturizing effects. And so sometimes these 2 products are all that I use at the end of the day, and it's been working pretty great. So I've been keeping track of my pores so I can give you guys like a before and after and show you guys like if it's really working. For me, I could tell, like the second day I was like, wow, it really works. The next hit product for me was the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Soothing Cream. How do you pronounce this brand? Is it Skin 1004 or is it Skin Chonsa? I know in Korean it's Skin Chonsa. I'm guessing it's Skin 1004. I've been seeing a lot of review videos, so I was like, I really have to check them out and see if they're really worth the deal, worth the hype. And guys, this was definitely a product that really caught me off guard. This is, like I said, soothing cream, but the reason why I fell in love with it is because of formulation. So I'm all about that new type, unique, special formulation. I don't like it when a product just copies another product. It's like, come on, put in some effort. But for me, this just looked really different because first of all, the color is brown. I was like, huh, you have a different color. And it actually, like its name, soothing cream, does a really good job in soothing my skin in a really pleasant and refreshing way. I definitely have to give this a lot more go and to give you guys like a really definitive opinion. But so far, like compared to other creams, I enjoyed it because it had more of that plushy kind of texture to its formulation. I don't know if that makes sense, but sometimes creams do kind of give you that sensation, especially when you're blending out. It just feels so nice and cushiony even. I don't know how to explain that sensation. When you blend it out, it actually feels really nice and it feels really comforting on the skin. And so yeah, I've been really enjoying this as well. It was definitely a hit and I can't wait to use this more, but this was definitely a hit for me. Next up, I have this beautiful Numbazi Porcelain Base Skip Tone Up Beige. I actually showed this to you guys on my Instagram. I did like a first impression. It was like the first time I tried it on and my reaction was so gold because I was literally shocked at how lovely this made my skin look like. So basically this is a sunscreen, but it's a tinted sunscreen. But yeah, it kind of feels like a foundation. Like its name, porcelain, it honestly makes your skin look so flawless, and I mean it. You do have to take a bit of time to blend it out, but it really does seem to kind of leave you that gleaming, shining, shimmering, splendid finish without it being too crazily dewy. So I know like the brand managers, they told me like this is supposed to be kind of matte, and I do see what they're talking about, but it's also dewy at the same time. Someone help me out here. So once you apply it on, after time with your sweat, it actually looks flawless. It honestly makes your skin look like a glazed donut, and it's actually the product I have on right now, and so you can see it's like glowing. My skin's glowing right now, so I've been really enjoying this. I mean, it's like a 2-in-1 product, and who doesn't love that? I mean, I love being efficient with my products, so this gives me a little bit of coverage, but it also has SPF. It does budge around a teeny tiny bit under your mask, but you know what doesn't nowadays. All right, now for the misses. Oof, I hate doing this because sometimes I know the brand managers personally, and it's like I don't want to hurt their feelings. You know, having produced a product myself, I know how much work can, like, there's a lot of work that goes into making a product. And so I just want to say I love you brands that I'm about to mention. No hot feelings, please. I love you guys all. And it's just that these just didn't work for me. It's literally a miss. You know, I know some people who love this. Yada yada yada, you guys get the point. Show these brands lots of love, but let's get started. So these are products that didn't quite work for me. Alright, the first one, gasp, I know. This is the Beauty of Chosun, their new release cleansing balm, and it pains me to say this because I know the people who work there, they're so lovely. They're really sweet, but oh my gosh, okay, this is really giving me a lot of anxiety. But anyways, so this is a cleansing balm. Yes, I love cleansing balms. They're actually really great when you want to, like, for traveling, because carrying around a cleansing oil can be a hassle. And so this is the one that they sent me for PR. And the reason why this was a miss for me was because this kind of left that oily residue on my skin, and it took me a lot longer to wash it off compared to other oil products that I had used. And so I just could feel that oily film on my skin as I was washing it off, and it was rather annoying because it required a lot of water, a lot of washing to do. And this was a miss for me because I just have so many other options where the oily residue does wash off a lot more quickly, a lot more easier. So there's no reason for me to particularly reach out for this. It does, I will say, it does melt really, really nicely. So when you scoop it up and melt in your hands, it does melt down really, really nicely. And it does feel really like slimy. Like, you know, some oils, it takes a bit of time and actually amount for it to feel slimy so that you can like wash everything off efficiently. This one melted right away, and that was one factor that I did enjoy. But it's just, like I said, it just felt too like oily for me. P.S. For the record, I still love Beauty of Chosun. I love the ginseng line. Oh my gosh, their serum, it's such a beaut. Don't get me wrong, I love the brand. It's just that this didn't quite work out for me. I know Union, you really love this, so yeah. P.S. I will still continue to use this because it still works, and it actually makes a great portable product for when you're traveling. And I do have a bit of hokanses, like staycations, ahead of me, so that'll be when I will be taking it. But yeah. The second mist that I have, I've already mentioned before. It is the Skin Food Black Sugar Essential Scrub. This is basically an exfoliating, physical exfoliating scrub that contains black sugar in it. And then P.S. looks really delicious. I could eat it up right now, but don't. So it has these little grains of sugar in it that's supposed to be great for exfoliating, and I'm really, really sure that it is. It's just that I have really sensitive skin now. So products like this will just utterly destroy my skin. But I do like using this on the other parts of my body. So what I do is I actually keep this in my shower. I mentioned this before, but I like to use this on the soles of my foot. So, you know, you have those really thick skin, like dried skin, like at the back of your heels or the side of your, like, I guess, what's that part called? Of your, I guess, feet. Yeah, anyways, so I just like to rub, scrub, and it really actually does a great job. And so I do use it, but it's just I don't use it for my face, and that's why it's a miss. No hard feelings, though, Skin Food. Oh my gosh, I don't even need to explain. Skin Food is such a great brand. It's just that this product is yeah, I'm sorry. Alright guys, that's it for my recent hits and misses. The thing is, guys, I tried to bring a lot of new products because I felt like I was being so repetitive in my videos before. So I think you'll be seeing a lot of me mentioning new products, trying out new products. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know what are some recent finds and what are some recent misses that you found recently in the comments down below. I'd love to know. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao! Oh, give it a thumbs up because I mentioned my misses and I don't like doing it so much because I feel so bad